Okay, you guys, full disclosure, today's craft may be one of the cutest things that we make this month. They're little baby stocking caps. How cute is this? They are so easy, they're so fast, and they use up scraps from your yarn stash. It doesn't get much better than this. Seriously, how cute is this? Oh. The supplies for this craft are super easy. Scissors, paper towel or toilet tissue tubes. This isn't necessarily required, but I found it very helpful when I made mine. It's a latch hook. It has a little hook and a little bit that likes to dance. You'll need yarn scraps. I'm using a cardboard template instead of having to cut out several lengths of yarn just by hand. This one is about 10 inches long. A ruler and a pen are also very helpful in this. To start off, let's go ahead and mark off where we want to cut these. I did 3/4 of an inch on the one I held up earlier. So I'm just going to draw a couple lines so that I will have it nice and straight when I cut it out. You can use pen, you can use pencil, anything. Just something that'll make lines. This will not show once it's all finished. Next, you want to grab some paper scissors and cut out. This is the brim. This is the brim of the hat, so I'm just going to gently and carefully poke a hole in here. That way we can cut around. Try not to flatten this if you're able to help flattening it. If it does get flattened, you may be able to relax it back out after it's flattened. May just take some trial and error. Now that this is cut out, I'm just going to set this aside while I cut out lots and lots of yarn. If you have disorganized yarn scraps, I can help with that. I will leave a link in the description for a video that I made of how to wrap center pole yarn balls. So here I'm just wrapping a whole bunch of yarn. I'll probably fill this up twice. Basically, you want your length of yarn to be twice as long as you think it should be, and that will make more sense in a second. Doesn't really matter if the lengths are all the same size, because we're actually going to be trimming the lengths afterwards. The reason you want these to be twice as long as you think they should be is so that you can fold it over and then loop it through with your latch hook. So I'm putting my latch hook through the tube, grabbing that, pulling it through, right like that. And then pull that nice and tight, and keep going until you can't squeeze any more on. The thicker the yarn is, the fluffier your hat will be. This is my last one that I'm going to do. I have squished them all together, and that way it's extra full, because if you just do a single layer, it doesn't turn out as fluffy when you try to do the pom-pom. So I'm going to go ahead and put my last little loop through here, and then I'll maneuver the rest of them around so that we make sure it covers everything that we want it to be covered. Pull that through, pull on that, and then just kind of adjusting it around. Now this next part is probably the most difficult, so try and be patient with it. You can do it, I promise. What you want to do is push all of this through the top, and I have found that if I twist this and then push it up, it tends to work a little bit better. So once you get all of them through there, I just like to shake it and pull. And we are actually going to make a self hanger out of this since this is so long. So once you get that to where you like it, flop it up on itself and find somewhere in the middle, and then we will grab 2 pieces from the middle. That looks good to me. And then we're going to tie a knot at the top of it, and this is what we'll use to hang it on our tree, right like that. So now we are going to, oops, hold on a second. I'm so sorry, I forgot to tell you something. Before you find the middle of yours, take an extra piece, slide it up underneath it, and then I like to go about 1.5 inches up. We're going to tie a little knot. And if you loop it twice, it's more likely to hold and behave for you. So tie that nice and tight. Feel free to make this as tall or as short as your preference dictates. So pull it nice and tight and then give it another knot, right like that. Now we're going to find that piece that I made into the hanger. There it is. If you do that after this, it's a lot easier. Now we are just going to trim off to make the little pom-pom. And just be careful not to cut your hanger. So we're going to give this little guy a little haircut of sorts. So I grab about a small handful at a time and then go up and trim it. It's best to go too long if you're unsure of where you would like your trimming to be, because you can always trim shorter. Once you have all of them trimmed, I like to give it a good shake, and that helps relax it a little bit. And then there is your finished cute little stocking cap. Eek! It's so cute. Seriously, is this not the cutest? Well guys, thanks so much for joining me and for making a cute little hat with me. I hope I get to see you again tomorrow. Merry Christmas!